actually raced on that track there, the Velodrome.
Oh.
My eyes opened up with that. That was, to me, it was magnificent.
Welcome to another series of the Back in My Day podcast. On this episode, we spoke to Bill Ogg. Bill talked about his interests in his life, which included being a keen golfer, a passionate cyclist, and later being the president of his local bowls club. He also talks about the business that he passed down to his family, and also his musical talents that saw him performing in Sydney during the war. So we hope you enjoy his story. Please do like and share if you enjoy the episode. Well, Bill, thanks so much for coming on our podcast and having a chat.
Yeah, right.
Really appreciate it. Can we start by asking, where were you born?
In Glebe.
In Glebe? Yeah. How was? Can you remember much about your younger years? What you did? What you used to get up to? Fond memories?
Yeah, well, as I say, yeah, that's right. I'd reckon I'd probably go back when I was about 4 years of age. That's all that I can go back.
Yeah.
To things that actually happened then, you know.
Yeah.
We moved from one house to another, and in Glebe.
Right.
But that's the only thing I can remember.
Yeah. And you spent 38 years in Glebe. You were in Glebe for a long time?
I was in for 38 years.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
In Glebe.
Yeah. It's a nice area, Glebe. It's a nice spot.
It was an area that was regarded as a bit rough type thing.
Right.
In that time, but I never thought so anyway.
Yeah.
Found out later on, of course.
Yeah. Well, it's changed. It's I think it's a very expensive place to live now. It's very nice, Glebe.
Oh yeah, well that's right, but it was just home. That was it.
Yeah. So fond memories of growing up in Glebe.
Oh yes, yeah.
And you went to Forest Lodge School?
Forest Lodge School, that's right.
Yeah. What was that like?
Oh, quite good. I wouldn't say I was a brilliant student in that regard. But I enjoyed it, sort of thing. But,
yeah. I always got told that I got too easily distracted when I was at school. I was always being told off for being distracted.
Yeah, well, the school I attended, Forest Lodge School, was in those days a school where students were taught how to run a school, sort of thing.
What?
And I was just I was just one of the students that went to the school and quite often taught by students.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. That sounds interesting, that the students were running it.
Well, yes, that's right. But to be truthful, we didn't realise what was going on very much, to be truthful, I say.
Yeah.
You know, but I enjoyed school. And strangely enough, in later years, not later years, but when I had to leave, it only went to 6th class as Forest Lodge School.
Right.
But then I transferred to North Newtown High School.
Yeah.
And it was the same type of school. It was the same type of school. It taught students.
Yeah.
That was.
Any subjects that you enjoyed more than others?
No, I couldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Right. To be truthful, I just went with the flow.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Any hobbies or sports that you were into?
I've always been interested in sport of some sort, but in the school days, no, I didn't. I wasn't involved in any sport at that age, you know.
Yeah.
Until I went to high school.
But you enjoy your sport now? You still like watching sport?
In my opinion, golf was the best sport ever, or best game ever invented. It to me is golf.
Oh, right, okay.
But I played a lot of golf throughout my life, you know, later life, yeah.
So were you good at golf?
No, I got down to 14.
Oh, well, that's good.
That's the highest I've got, but I couldn't play to it. But I got the 14.
Yeah.
And golf to me was always the pinnacle of my sporting achievements.
Right.
But as a young man, a young fella, I raced push bikes, and
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
that was my sport then when I was, as I grew up and realised how great a sport bike riding was, and I lived for bikes in those days.
So lots of time spent on a bike.
Oh yeah.
So was that doing like races and time trials?
Oh yeah, I raced at the Sydney Sports Arena,
Oh, okay.
and I was never like a star or anything like that, but I could sort of hold my own to a point, sort of thing. But I was never going to be an Olympic athlete or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, so was it doing like the long distance rides?
Oh no.
It was more the sprint.
I rode on the road for some time, but when I actually raced on that track there, the Velodrome, my eyes opened up with that. That was, to me, it was magnificent.
Yeah.
Riding on that particular track.
Oh, so you did the Velodrome stuff.
Yeah,
I've never been on one of those, but it looks great.
Yeah, I raced there every Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
But only as an amateur.
Yeah.
But we were declared amateur. We were declared professionals by the local, the ruling body.
Right.
Because in those days you couldn't even train with a professional. You were declared a professional. You know.
Right.
It was we were all amateurs, but in those days it was hard to explain, I suppose. I was never good enough to ride in professional races, but it was something that I sort of took control of my life in those days.
So you were really passionate about it.
Oh yeah.
How much do you lean over? Because it goes very steep, doesn't it? The sides.
Oh yeah, they're all banked. It's a bank track. Yeah, but beautiful tracks.
Yeah.
That's, of course, if you happen to have a fall, if you fall, you got covered in splinters.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine.
It was all a board track, you know. But to me, it was something. Like everything else, it was part of my life.
So what's the winner out of push bikes and golf?
So
Which one?
Later on, golf.
Right.
I was, say, 10 years at Cabramatta Golf Club, and then I was 17 years at Castle Hill Golf Club,
right.
And then I was 15 years at the local club up here when I moved up to the Central Coast.
Yeah.
But
so you played a lot.
But golf was the. But then, of course, in later years, I took on bowls, and
So that was your next passion was bowls.
Was bowls, yeah. I couldn't. When I got older, I realised I couldn't hit the ball far enough. But bowls took over after that.
Yeah, and you were you captain of? Oh, president. I
was president of Umina Bowling Club.
Yeah.
Has a three-tiered system. Like there's the Club Limited, who control the whole thing, and then the ladies' club and the men's club. But I was president of the men's club for 3 years. And,
Is that good for the social side? Did you make a lot of friends at bowls?
Oh, of course, yeah. But I enjoyed that. But it's like everything else. It only takes 3 years is a long time to spend at the one spot. So I found that 3 years was long enough.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and we're hoping that my mum and dad are going to move over to Australia from the UK. And my dad is almost 80. And I think he's played lawn bowls a few times. I think he likes it. So I was thinking that might be the best thing for him to go and play at a local bowling club and get to meet people.
Yeah, there's no, that's exactly right. And he'd enjoy it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I'll have to push him and make sure he does it. Yeah. And in terms of your what you worked in, what was your trade?
I'm motor trimmer.
Motor trimmer.
That's all the upholstery and motor cars.
Oh, right.
All the upholstery.
Within cars?
In cars, yeah.
Right, okay. How did you get into that?
Oh, well, it was war. The war was still on in those days, but when I turned 14, I went looking for, I was never a brilliant student, put it that way, but I had to get a job, and an auntie of mine happened to know this particular chap who owned a motor repair shop, and she introduced me over there, and that's how I started.
All right.
So
that was just like an apprenticeship?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that's doing all of the upholstery within cars, all different types of
all the
cars.
upholstery, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And you did that for most of your life? That was your...
I served an apprenticeship there.
Yeah.
And then when I thought, I don't know, I'd be around about 28 or something like that, I decided I'd start my business, try to start off on my own.
Yeah.
And I was lucky enough to be able to get in a service station, a garage in Parramatta, in Church Street, Parramatta, and I started off in there as a motor trimmer sort of thing.
Yes, and you had that business for a while?
Yes, well, that business then, since then I moved from Parramatta, and then I went to Riverton, and my son was with me. He was apprenticed to me, my son.
Yeah.
So in the finish, I finished up. I wanted to move. I'd had enough at one stage.
Yeah.
I'd had enough of motor trimming sort of thing. So I sold out to my son, and he took over.
Oh, they kept it in the family.
And then he retired, and his son, my grandson, he's running the business still.
Oh, it's great to pass it down through the family.
Yeah.
And in Riverstone?
Yeah.
That's really... I came to Australia 24 years ago, and I ended up living in Riverstone.
Did you? Oh, right.
So it was still very much a small little country town.
That's right, but you wouldn't know it now.
Yeah, it's all very different there now.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So you still have that shop in Riverstone?
Well, actually, only that my son shifted. The people next door to where I had a small factory built there at Riverstone.
Yeah.
And the people next door, they wanted to buy the business. They wanted to move, and they offered him a good price for the profit. So he sold that.
Right.
But then he bought a factory just up the street, still at Riverstone.
Right.
And that factory's still going, and he's still running that today.
So I came to Riverstone in 2001. Was the shop there around that time?
Oh, it would be. Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be.
Yeah.
But he just moved up the street. But it was a better factory, the one he bought, and like everything else, it's worth a lot of money now.
Yeah.
Just the factory.
Yeah. I was really keen to ask you about music. It sounds like music was a big part of your life as well.
Yeah, this was during the war, of course, because the local brass band, most of them, or a good half of them, were in the army, and they were actually. I could read music because I was being taught the piano accordion, but I could read music a little bit, and so anyhow. I was put into the local brass band, and we were just like dummies. We walked, we'd go in marches and things like that, and you'd be walking along and you'd be pressing the valves, and because there was nothing working for you, you were just a dummy. But then there was quite a few young blokes, and we all got interested, and most of us sort of carried on and still played in the band, and I played for 8 years in the local Glebe district band.
Yeah.
And
it says here that you played outside of Grace Brothers?
Yeah, we used to play outside of Grace Brothers every I think it was Friday night.
Yeah.
And the Grace Brothers were pretty good to us.
Yeah.
Of course, the war was on it, and things were different in those days.
So when you'd go to the shops back in those days, you'd have a brass band playing out the front.
Oh no, this was in Grace Brothers, you mean? Yeah, they just played out there every Friday night.
Yeah, it sounds like it was a more fun experience going to the shops back in those days. You don't get that now.
Well, that's right, but there again, as I said. Most of the band, because most of the band were in the army, you know. But we were just learners, but like everything else, we improved a bit, and so to us, it was even now. Then we'd go down to the bandmaster's house, and we'd get the music from the bandmaster, and we'd take it home and we'd play in my house, just to But that's how the game was in those days. As I said, the war was on, and that's what we did.
Yeah, and do you still play any instruments now?
No. I've got an organ at home, which is a nice instrument, but now I'm afraid, that I've sort of forgotten more than I ever knew, sort of thing.
Yeah. My dad's a piano teacher, but
teacher.
Yeah, he's been a piano teacher for a long time.
Oh, right, yeah.
There's me or my brother or sister, none of us play the piano, even though my dad's a teacher. Yeah,
well, of course the piano is a magnificent instrument, but unfortunately I didn't carry on with it, but but I've always had an interest in an organ. I've always had an organ at home, sort of thing.
Yeah. Even when my dad plays now, it's always amazing to watch him play on the piano.
Yeah, that'll be right. Yeah.
I wish I could play the piano.
Well,
but
that's I've had the opportunities where my father bought a piano when we were in Glebe, and I didn't carry on with it, which I regret.
Yeah, we should.
And I tell you, there's a lot of people around who are in that same position that regret they didn't carry on with the piano.
Yeah, my dad still plays a lot now. Actually, he likes to practice things, and he gets a lot of enjoyment from it, I think.
Oh, that'll be right. Yeah.
Right, we finish off with a couple of questions?
Yeah.
If you could go back and give advice to your 16-year-old self, what would it be? If you could go back in time and give some advice to yourself when you were 16 years old, what would you say?
What I know now is a lot different. But with I'd learned the guitar because everybody plays a guitar, and But there again, I'd stick with the piano. But the guitar seems to me now, everybody plays a guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've got a guitar at home, but I can't handle it. And but to me, if that's what I would do, I'd still love the piano.
Yeah.
But I think the guitar's got it over all of them.
Yeah, yeah. So you go back and tell yourself to keep practicing the piano, stick to the piano.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. But as I said, I've always had an organ sort of thing. But I've got a nice organ at home that.
Yeah.
Now I don't get the chance to play it very much now.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Is there any advice that you would give to someone moving into aged care? Any advice that you would give? How has it been for you moving into aged care?
That's a funny one because it's got a lot to get used to this where I am now over there.
Yeah.
I get bored in a lot of places. I don't know, but
so it's been a big change.
Yeah. It was a big change, but anyhow, I seem to be able to handle it all right now. But it took a bit of getting used to, put it that way.
Yeah, I can imagine it'd be a big change if you're going from home and
See, the point here, like the thing is too that my daughter and I own the house at Yamana, and it's a nice home. When my wife passed away, my daughter had a house of her own. She sold that, and we pulled my house down and built a new one. So
it must be great to have a house that you built how you wanted it.
Well, this is it, and I'm half interested in a fairly nice home, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And I regret to be at some time not living there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And other than that, I don't know what I could say about it. Other than that,
yeah, fair enough. Well,
but the people over there, it has amazed me. They're also wrapped up in looking after you.
Yeah.
You know, and the staff are excellent, and the food's excellent, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's one of the things that sort of impressed me about the place.
Yeah, how much they look after you.
Yeah, and
that's great.
And like, how much interest they take in me, which is much appreciated.
So it's nice being looked after.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it sounds right. It sounds good.
Yeah, but there again, every time I go back home, which is not very often, of course, but when I go over there for something, and I like to sit down at the organ and just play that for a little while over there, you know.
There's no organ or piano here?
Oh, yeah. But, they've got one organ in particular, a very nice little organ, a small organ over there. But I can't, nowadays, I can use the right hand, but the left hand doesn't work properly.
Right, okay, yeah. So it's nicer to play when you go home sometimes.
Yeah, but as I said, that's the benefit of an organ. I mean, the difference, of course, with a piano, you press a button and it goes plonk, sort of thing. But with an organ, you can press a button and it stays there forever as long as you want to hold the thing down.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, the benefit of an organ against a piano.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome. Well, look, thanks so much for coming on and
No
being a
problem
guest.
at all. I hope I've been of some interest. I don't know.
No, it's been great. It's been great to hear about all your different interests.
There can't be any interest in me, to be quite honest.
No, you'd be surprised. No, it's it's just good to hear people's stories and their interests and hobbies and what they've done in their life. So,
look, everything those days goes back to the war.
Yeah.
Different time.
Yeah, very different time. The world's changing very quickly now.
My word, especially when at my age, I'm changing a bit too.
Yeah. I wonder I've got 3 young children. I wonder what the world will be like when they're older.
Well, this is right, and it's, the point is too that as we've seen it lately with the news, with that fellow there, the children, you've got a big responsibility as a parent to your children.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, thanks so much for having a chat. It's been great.
It's been very interesting at all this.